Baby girl, you will continue to attract men that won't even do the barest minimum until you fix this one thing. Yes, you will continue to be the one doing the chasing, giving, protecting, expending your energy and whatnot until you fix this one thing. Hi everyone, I am Mariam Adebusola Adiola and this is my growth story Unscripted, where I share my personal growth journey, how I have developed and progressed over the years. And I do this to inspire young women and girls out there who are also on their personal growth journey. As usual, this is unscripted, so we flow with the vibe, we flow with the message. Today's episode is the key message that you need to start embracing your feminine energy and building irresistible energy. And as usual, I will share with you my personal story so that we can relate more. When I started chasing success, yes, when I started my success journey, when I started trying to be a successful person, when I started taking actions to be a successful person, I must confess, I just realized that I was doing it out of fear and I was seeking external validation. Yeah. I was chasing success. Initially, when I started my success journey, I was chasing success out of fear. And as a matter of fact, I was trying to gain external validation. I was pursuing success just to build a safety net for myself. I was pursuing success because I don't want anyone to look down on me, because I wanted to prove a point, because I didn't want anyone to feel unworthy. I wanted to prove to everyone that I'm worthy, I'm successful. So you can see how successful I am. So you should know that you need to respect me. You should know that I'm a person that is worthy. I'm worthy of your respect. I'm worthy of your love. I'm worthy of your validation. I'm worthy of your approval. That is the fact. There are some truths that we must really face. There are some uncomfortable truths that we are really avoiding. And if we sit at it and think very well about it, we will realize that we are avoiding some truth. And this is a truth that I have to face at some point in my life. When I started my success journey, I started it out of fear because I don't want to be rejected anymore. I don't want to be left unattended to anymore. I don't want to go back. You know that song, I can never go back. Oh. Yes, that's it. I started my success journey because I didn't want to go back to the day when I had no one to attend to me emotionally. So I just want to be independent. I want to build a safety net for myself that I can fend for myself, I can sustain myself, I can do things on myself, I can be on myself without anyone. I wanted to be in control. I don't want anyone to control me. That is the fact. That was the reason I was pursuing success in the first instance. And at the same time, I was doing it out of seeking validation. Yes. I was doing it to seek external validation. I was doing it so that people know that, okay, this girl, she's doing something, she's hardworking, she's this, she's that, she's this person, she's somebody. So I have to respect her, she's worthy, and all of that thing. I was doing it for external validation. Because then, I was constantly, and frequently munching on informational materials, videos, podcasts, books, and whatnot on how to build wealth, on how to be successful, on how to build a successful business, on how to make money, on how to be this person, on how to be that person. I was constantly doing all of that thing. At a point in time, I was so invested into real estate. I was learning about real estate at a point that I was even trying to make a career out of real estate. but it wasn't working out. I had to leave it. So I was at the initial stage of me pursuing success. I was doing it because I didn't want to go back in court. That was the first reason. And at the same time, I was seeking external validation that if you can see that I'm doing this, you cannot look down on me. You should respect me. You should love me. I'll be worthy enough to be loved. That okay, this person is hardworking. This woman is hardworking. She's perfect. She's this, she's that. I must love her. I love her, and all of that things. So I went as far as I would go on my status, share about things I was doing. I will share about books that I was reading, knowledge that I was acquiring, things I was up to. I thought, I thought I was just doing it. I mean, I thought it was just a normal thing that I was doing, but the reality, the uncomfortable truth that I have to face is the fact that I was doing it to seek validation. I was doing it so that everyone can know that no, Mariam is hardworking. Mariam is I don't know what word should I use. She's successful. She's someone that is pursuing success. She's someone that's going to be successful anytime from now. She's someone that is this, that is that. She's someone that is worthy. She's someone that is I don't know what else, what word to use anymore. That was the reality. That was what I was doing. That's the first part. And another part is I'm very certain that I've shared here before on previous episodes. You should go and watch previous episodes. As of now, I believe it's just me and myself that are listening to me and myself that we are listening. I don't know what word to use. Am I supposed to use pronoun now? Am I supposed to use what? Am I supposed to use plural verb or singular verb now? Since it is me and myself. Yeah, me and myself. To one person. Grammatical people, please. It is me and myself that is still watching this episode. As of now, it is me and myself that is still listening and watching my podcast, watching my video podcast and listening to my audio podcast. But I'm doing it anyway. In the previous episodes, I reviewed maybe in one or two of the episodes that I I was once in a situationship. And in that situationship, I was the one that was doing the cheating. I was the one that was initiating the calls. I was the one that was initiating the text. I was the one that was doing everything that a man was supposed to do. What only thing I didn't do then, I didn't provide. I didn't provide. I didn't give to anyone financially. But things that were demanded of a man, you know, following your babe somewhere, escorting your babe to a place just to give her the emotional support, or calling your babe to check out on her, or initiating dinner night, dinner date with your babe, or initiating some bonding activities with your babe and all of that thing. I was the one that was putting in the energy. I was the one that was doing the giving. I was the one that was doing the supporting. I was the one that was doing the protecting. I was the one that was initiating. I was the one that was doing the fixing up and all of that. And trust me, that breed of masculine traits, nothing but masculine traits. If you had ever been in a relationship, or you're still in a relationship, or you're even in a situationship, and you realize that you are the one that is doing the giving, you're the one that is doing the protecting, you're the one that is doing the fixing, you are the initiator, and you are even going as far as providing, you're doing all of that. The reality is you're a masculine woman. If you're doing the giving, you're doing the chasing, you're the one that is begging to be loved, you're the one that is trying to seek attention of the man, you're the one that is doing for the man, giving to the man just to be loved, you're the one that is expending your energy into the relationship, doing everything just to keep that relationship and to keep that person, you are a masculine woman. And the other person, the man is nothing but a baby boy that is just being taken care of. You know how a woman is in relationship. She's always the pretty girl that is just being taken care of. Now, you are now the man. And the other person, who is a man, is now the pretty boy, the baby boy that is just being taken care of. You're the one doing everything. He is just there doing nothing. Doing nothing. Not even the barest minimum. It's just there that, okay, she will do it for me. She will love me no matter what. She will come through for me. She will do this for me. I have her there. If you continue doing everything, yeah, I'll just be here. Yes, that's if you find yourself in that kind of situation, that you're the one doing the giving, doing everything, and the other person, the man, is just there, just being taken care of. The man is nothing but a feminine man, and you are nothing but a masculine woman. Now, I'm not. This is not about you being in a relationship and doing things for your man. It is about the fact that if you are the only one doing everything, you're the one putting in the effort, you're the one doing the giving, you're the one doing the fixing, you're the one doing the initiating, you're the one doing everything, and the other part is just there being taken care of, then you are entangled with a feminine man and you are a masculine woman. I must even say this, even if a man is broke, let's not even talk about the financial part. If a man is broke, men are naturally wired to want to give and provide no matter what, even if he's broke. From that little that he has, that is capable to give, he will still give to you. Now, let's even take the financial part aside. It will want to make up to you in every other aspect. If he cannot give to you financially, a man that's truly into you, that truly cherishes you and loves you, will want to do for you everything that is in his capacity, emotionally, financially, psychologically, physically. It's not about, I'm not even trying, I don't want to talk about money part, doing it for you part now. Let's just talk about the basic dynamic and the fact that a man that truly loves you will want to do everything for you, provide for you, give to you, protect you in his own little capacity, no matter what. Men don't give excuses. That's who they are. They don't give it. If they mean business, they don't give excuses. They do it no matter what. It may be little, but they do anything that is within their capacity. So I just have to add that as addendum. Yeah. So you might wonder, okay, let's say it happened once. You might be like, maybe it was a person. But if it has happened to you first time, second time, third time, or even more than 3 times, you may start to wonder, why do I keep attracting this kind of man? Why do I keep attracting feminine men? Why am I always the one doing the giving, doing the protecting, doing the controlling, doing the fixing, doing the initiating, and all of that? Why do I always have to be the one doing all of that? And men that I always get entangled with, they're doing nothing. I always have to nag and nag for them to do anything. They can't even give the barest minimum. Why am I always in this kind of situation? Baby girl, I am about to demystify, unravel the mystery behind your situation. I am about to unravel the mystery behind why you keep attracting men that won't even give the barest minimum. Why you keep attracting feminine men. Because it is high time you stop attracting feminine men. And it is high time you yourself stop embodying masculine energy and step into your feminine energy. This episode of my group Story Unscripted is about to change your life for the better. This episode is about to launch you into soft era, into soft life. And sit back and enjoy. Let me share with you the main reason you keep attracting feminine energy and you are always in your masculine energy. As usual, we did not start from today. We started long ago when you were still a child. And it stemmed from your family dynamic. If you are grown up in a home with a controlling dad and a passive mom, or a controlling mom and a passive dad, you might have developed your survival strength from there. If you had a controlling dad, you might not like the way he handled things. You might judge him for being who he was, and you might at the same time not like being like your mom because you be like, I don't want to be passive as this woman. Never ever. I don't want to be in the situation. You dislike the other person, but the truth is, we always become what we judge. In your head, you're like, I don't want to be like this woman. And at the same time, you dislike the other person. But subconsciously, you had told yourself that I'm not going to be like this person that is controlled. I have to always be in control. The worst part is what will even make it worse is if you had suffered from emotional loneliness as a child, like in conjunction, you still suffered from emotional loneliness, it would have worsened the case because you would have no one to get emotional attention and support from. You could not get it from your passive mommy, you could not get it from your controlling dad, and now you would tell yourself that I needed to be safe. I needed to find something that will make me safe. And at the same time, I don't want to be like this other person. I don't want to be passive as like this other person. I have to take charge. I have to take control. I have to be in control. For me not to be like this person, for me not to be controlled, I have to be in control. Subconsciously, that's what you told yourself. You saw it and you've been wired in a way that no, for me not to be like this other person, I have to be in control. Then you started building shit to have safety. You started building shit to own control. Maybe that's even the reason you're chasing success. That if I'm successful enough, then no one will have to treat me like this. No one will have to control me. I will be in control. You might have started pursuing that career or that business because you just want to have control. You don't want anyone to control you. You don't want to be subjected under anyone. And it might be if you had, like I said, as I mentioned earlier, if you had also suffered from emotional loneliness, maybe both parties were not even your caregivers, were not even available to give you the emotional support. They provided everything for you physically, but the emotional support was not there. If you had suffered from emotional loneliness, then you were you have the highest tendency to be like, okay, I needed to do something for myself, to sustain myself, to support myself, to be on myself. Then you started to develop over independence energy that I have to be self-sustaining. I have to be independent. I have to have control. That was how we started. And if you're a woman and you experience that kind of thing, you are tended to embody masculine energy of within control. That is one of the reasons. That's like the main reason you are currently trying to do everything. You know, haven't you noticed it is the man's thing, it is the man's way of okay, I want to prove to my family that I'm worthy, I want to provide for them, I want to fix this for them, I want to fix this at home, I want to fix that at home, I want to ensure everyone is okay at home, I want to ensure that I want to prove that I'm the head of this house. I don't want anyone to disrespect me. I have to put myself in that pedestal of I'm the head, I'm in control. It is the man thing. It is men's way of doing things. Now, that is your own way of doing things. You might have picked that from childhood when you realize, okay, my passive mom, I don't want to be like her. I have to be in control. Then subconsciously you decided to be in control. Your dad's way is the way. That can be the first, that can be a reason for it. At the same time, it might be that you had a controlling mom and a passive dad, and you see your mom's way of being controlling as the feminine way of doing things. You might think your mom's way of doing things is actually the feminine way of doing things, and subconsciously you have picked it up that okay, you have to be in control like my mom too. I have to try to fix everything. I have to try to put everything in order. I have to try to be in charge. And as I mentioned earlier, everything is still coupled with the fact that if you have suffered from emotional loneliness, you have more tendency to pick up such information. That's okay. Mom is not there to give me emotional support. Dad is not there, was not there to give me emotional support. And I could see that the only way mom could survive, the only way mom could be in charge was because she was controlling. The only way she was able to sustain herself was because she was controlling. That means that that's the feminine way of doing it. That means that that's the way I have to do things to stay in control. That might also have been the reason. Primarily, you embodying masculine energy stems from your family dynamic. It could have even be another reason entirely, but that's like the possible reason why you are currently your masculine energy. And the reality is masculine energy attracts feminine energy, and feminine energy attracts masculine energy. It's a fact. It is simple logic. You that you are embodying masculine energy, you want to fix, you want to protect, you are not that you are wired, you just want to, you have the belief that I have to fix, I have to protect, I have to do this, I have to be the one initiating, I have to be the one protecting, I have to be the one doing everything to be loved, to be held onto. I have to be the one to be respected, to feel worthy. I have to be the one doing it. I have to fix, I have to provide, I have to do all of this. You will certainly project yourself as someone that wants to fix, someone that wants to provide, someone that wants to protect, someone that wants to initiate everything. You will certainly project yourself that way. And you will sense men that need saving, men that just want to be taken care of. You will sense them. And this way they can sense you. Oh, this is the kind of woman that I want. A woman that I won't have to do anything. I will just be, I will just be taken care of. That is how your energy attracts. You are in a state of I want to do, I want to do, I want to give, I want to give, I want to protect, I want to fix, I want to do all of this, I want to be in control. And a man that is also carrying energy of I just want to be taken care of, both of you will just jam each other. It's as simple as that. And a man that wants to take charge, they want to protect, they want to provide, they want to give, will certainly attract a woman that just wants to be taken care of. That's how it is. Being taken care of now is not about financial care. It is the physical part, the financial part, the emotional part, the psychological part, everything, every aspect. It's not only about me taking care of financially. A man that wants to protect a woman, that wants to provide for a woman, would certainly attract and be looking for a woman that it can protect, that it can provide for, that it can cherish, that it can love, that it can take care of. That's how it is. Because you have wired yourself to be in control, you started to become over independent. And that is over independence is a masculine thing. And you started to tell yourself subconsciously that I don't need anyone's help. I don't need anyone to do anything for me. I can do everything on my own. And that way you are resisting help. That way you are repelling love. That way you are repelling receiving. That way you're putting, this is not even only about relationship. Even in your relationship with other people, with friends and outsiders and colleagues, you will be repelling receiving. You will not be able to receive what you're deserving of. Someone might be like, oh, let me help you carry that. You'll be like, ah, thank you. I can do it myself. Let me help you with this. Ah, thank you very much. I really have to, because you don't want to bother anyone. You don't want to stress. Everything comes from the fact that, okay, you were considered being a bother at a point in time when you were a child. And because of that, you felt rejected. You were rejected for being a bother. Maybe you asked for something, be like, you're too much. Your problem is too much. So because of that, you started not to ask anyone for anything and decided that, okay, I will fend for myself on my own. I will do everything on my own. Then now you're now building a sheet for yourself. You're building a safety net for yourself to keep being in control. You maybe it can be business, it can be your career, it can be trying to get achievements, accolades here and there, so that you shall keep being in control, so that you will continue to prove that you are a worthy person, so that you will continue to prove prove that you're worthy of being loved, you are worthy of being respected and all of that. But the ugly side of it is this energy is repelling receiving. It is repelling care. It is repelling the other person to do for you because you always want to do. You always want to do for people while you're not allowing anyone to do for you. You always want to do for people. You just want to do for yourself. You just want only you to be able to do for yourself. At the same time, do for people and you're not allowing other people to do for you. You that you're in that energy of I'm okay, I can do everything myself. You are blocking a man that will come into your life and give to you. You are blocking a man that will come into your life and love you, pamper you, respect you, cherish you, and all of that. Instead, you're attracting men that will just come into your life and leech on your energy. Not even about money now. That will just leech on your energy. Men that want their emotional needs to be attended to. Because you are putting yourself, the energy you're exceeding is giving your emotional support. I can be your emotional support. I can be your mother. I can be your sister. Don't worry. That way you're attracting men that will just come with their emotional needs and will be you will be tending to their emotional needs and maybe even their financial and physical needs. That's how it is. That's how you are resisting. That's how you are repelling soft love. That's how you are repelling receiving. That's how you are repelling the soft girl treatment that you're supposed to receive. You're now attracting men that want to enjoy soft boy treatment. That's how it is. That is the reason you keep attracting feminine men and you are overly sold in your masculine energy. And the reality of the reality is that you have an untapped feminine energy inside of you that you have disowned a very long time. You were born a woman. You were born with feminine energy until everything changed, until your family dynamics changed everything. You were born with feminine energy. You have an untapped feminine energy inside of you that really wants to receive, that really craves that soft girl treatment, that really wants to be loved and pampered and be taken care of. There's that energy inside of you. But now, because of your family dynamics, your childhood experience, you have taken on another identity. You have taken on another energy. And that energy is now overpowering your real true self that is inside of you. That energy that you've taken on is now repelling what your true self really wants, what your true self really desires, what your true self really needs. And when your true self does not get what it needs, you start to feel hurt, unloved, rejected. That is where you start to feel, you start to, no matter how much you feel like, okay, I have to do for this person, I have to do for that person. I love doing it. I love love. I love to love. I'm a lover girl. No matter how much you try to, okay, I'm giving to this person, there will be times you just be like, this person is not giving back to me. There will be times that you will just feel hurt. You will feel used and unloved. And you start nagging the man, the other person, the guy, that you're not doing this for me. You're not doing that for me. You're supposed to do this for me. Despite your nagging, you're still saying that. The worst thing is if it is not now a defined relationship. The worst scenario is if it is a situationship that you guys are from the beginning, you don't even have, did not have clear expression that okay, we have something. Maybe it is just okay back and forth. You are in a situationship. You will continue to stay in that situationship or relationship while your true self really wants something that that situationship or relationship cannot give to you. Your true self will still, even your masculine self will still feel hurt that I'm not getting what I'm expecting. It is because you gravitate towards control. You want to be in control. You want to take charge. From you want to be in control, you want to take charge, you want to be independent, you want to be self-sustaining. You don't want anyone to have to look down on you. You don't want anyone to invalidate you. You don't want anyone to say anything bad about you. You don't want anyone to criticize you. You don't want anyone to look down on you. Because you want to be in control of how people, you start to be in control of how people react to you. You start to control people's action and inaction, that how are they viewing me? How are they saying me? Does he love me because I'm doing this for him? Hope he's going to love me back if I do this for him. You're not expecting that, okay, if I do this for him, he will love me back. If he sees me as a hardworking person, as a person that is always hustling, as a boss babe, he will love me. You will be overthinking everything in your head because you're trying to be in control. You're not only trying to be in control to take charge of your life, to be self-independent and all of that. Your control now extends towards you trying to even control other people, how they feel about you, what they think about you, their reaction towards you, their actions towards you, their inactions towards you. You start to even control how people react towards you. And when they don't react the way you expected, you start to feel hurt. Meanwhile, you don't need all of that. You don't need anyone's validation. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't. You should not be concerned about what any other person thinks about you. You should not be concerned. Just live your life, do your thing. Another reality I have to share with you is someone that wants to overgive, someone that is wired to overgive, and someone that is wired to overtake. Overgiver and overtaker, both of them, they are seeking love. That's it. Someone someone that is an overtaker too, he or she, an overtaker, also has his own or her own childhood palaver. He also is seeking love. That's the fact. You that you are an overgiver, you're also seeking love. But the difference is that you as an overgiver, you believe that you have to give, you have to protect, you have to fix, you have to build, you have to nurture the other person before you can receive that love from that other person. That's your own belief. Maybe because when you were young, you have to prove to dad that okay, you are a good girl. For dad to love you, you have to do things that way that dad will be okay with or mom will be okay with for them to love you. If you do anything that they are not in support of, something that they don't fancy, you'll be rejected, you'll be scolded, you'll be shut down, and all of that. And you don't want to be shut down. You don't want this person to reject you in this relationship. That's the fact. You're scared of rejection. That is the fact. So you are wired to overgive, and you believe that unless you overgive, unless you give, you are not worthy. Unless you give, the other person will not love you. And the overtaker, the person that is coming to take, he also believes that for his emotional needs to be tended to, another person has to give it to him. He believes that another person has to take care of his emotional needs. He does not need to do anything. And mostly those kind of people are externalizers, actually. I don't want to go into that today. Internalizer and externalizer are two different sets of people. It's internalizing and externalizing are two coping styles. There are two ways of coping with childhood trauma. Internalizing and externalizing are two different ways of coping with childhood trauma. Someone that, let me just quickly talk about it. If you notice that while you were growing up and you suffer from emotional loneliness, you try to just fix everything by yourself. You just try to suppress everything inside. You try to blame yourself, take blames for everything that happens. You try to find out, why did they do that to me? Is it because I did something wrong? Is it because I did this? Is it because I did that? You try to like go inward. If when you were growing up and you suffer from emotional loneliness, you try to always look inward that, okay, what did I do wrong? And anything that happens to you, you try to just suppress it, take blames for it, put the blame on yourself and all of that thing. You try to just handle it independently. You are an internalizer. That is your own coping mechanism, coping style for your emotional loneliness. But externalizer on the other hand, if they are suffering from emotional loneliness or they lack emotional support, they just throw tantrums. They are always blaming other people for whatever happens to them. Whatever happens to them. They are always looking for people to come and give to them. They're always looking for people to come and console them. They're always looking for people to come and comfort them. They will not even blame themselves for whatever happened. They will blame other people for whatever happened to them. They will just be putting on attention-seeking theater. They will be putting on drama. They will be throwing tantrums. That's their own style. So externalizers, overtakers are kind of externalizers. They feel that the best way to fill the void inside of them is to find someone that is ready to fill that void for them without them doing anything. They don't see themselves as the person that has to fix his own problem. They believe that another person has to come fix my problem for me. And they don't even try to fix their own problem themselves. They are ready to take from you. They are ready to have you tend to their needs without doing anything for you. Because they feel entitled that you should do it for them. So you that you want to do, you will attract someone that wants someone to do for you. That's how it is. Both of you are seeking love, but your ways are just different. So your energy determines what you attract. If you notice that you've been attracting men that just want to be taken care of, you need to go and see that. What's up? What's wrong here? What's going on here? Why am I attracting people that wants to be taken care of? I also want to be taken care of. I'm a baby girl. So by now you'll be thinking, all right, Mariam, I just noticed that I've been attracting feminine men, and you told me what could be the reason. You've told me where all of this stems from. I will go and think about it. I will determine where it all stems from. But now, how do I move forward? How do I stop being my masculine energy and embrace my feminine energy and live a soft life? We'll get there. I must mention this that if you have masculine energy, it may actually be a blessing. You don't totally need to put it away. Just learn to integrate it. Masculine energy is very, very helpful if you are the type that is building a business as a woman. Trust me, you will need that masculine energy to build a successful business. If you are the woman that wants to have options, that wants to actually be rich, be wealthy, build empire, trust me, at a point in time you will need that masculine energy. Not even at a point in time. In your career, in your journey, you will need to integrate that masculine energy. But you should know how to integrate your masculine energy with your feminine energy. You should know that only and fully you're a woman. You should know how to maximize your feminine energy. And when you need a touch of the masculine energy, how to just integrate it into your feminine energy. Now you need to step into your feminine energy. You need to relax like a baby girl that you are and attract soft love and build irresistible energy. The first thing you have to do is you need to understand your family dynamic. Where could this, where could things have gone wrong? Did I have a passive mom and a controlling dad, or a controlling mom and a passive dad? What happened when I was a kid? What happened? Did my caregiver tend to my emotional needs? Was I always shut down? Was I always rejected? Did I suffer from emotional loneliness? What was happening in my family, my household? You have to go back and examine what went down in those days. So you have to go back to your childhood and examine where did the problem come from. When did I even start? When did I start taking on this new identity of mine? When did I start taking on the masculine identity of wanting to be in control, wanting to prove, wanting to chase, wanting to provide, wanting to protect, wanting to live, wanting to take charge, and all of that? You have to go back, examine your family dynamics and where things go wrong. The next thing you have to do is reclaim your energy. All the energy you're expending on the other person, not even only on a guy now, even those people that are not, that you expend your energy so much on, that they are sapping your energy, you have to reclaim all your energy from them. Bring back all the energy you're expending on other people onto yourself. Start from setting boundaries. What you don't find comfortable, don't accept it. That's the first thing. Set boundaries. If anyone is sapping your energy, know how to put them in their place. That's the first thing. Two, when you really want to say no, when your true self really wants to say no. Don't go and say yes just because you want to please anyone. Another way is express what you want, express what you need. If it's a situation, if it's a relationship, if it's friendship, what you truly desire, express it. This is how I want to belong. This is how I want to be taken care of. This is what I want you to do for me. This is what I really feel. Express it. And if you express it and the other person cannot give it to you, and you can't have it the other way around, learn to detach. Learn to move on and live your life. It's as simple as that. Pour into yourself, invest into yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself. I always say this on this platform. Take care of yourself, invest in yourself in your own little way. Invest in yourself, take care of yourself, that when whatever any other person brings to you will just be a bonus. The next step you have to take is you have to learn to forgive. Anyone that you resent from your childhood, maybe either of your caregiver or either of your caregivers or anyone that you resent, that okay, this person did not attend to me well, this person was strict, this person was this person was that. All the resentment you have inside of you against any person, let go of it. Learn to forgive. If you resent dad or you resent mom or you resent anyone, just forgive. Because that's even the basic step to take to healing. Learn to forgive. Let go of any resentment you hold inside of you. And now focus on yourself. Learn to heal. What has happened. Childhood has happened. The trauma has happened. Everything has happened. Now it is not your responsibility to fix yourself. You don't have the responsibility. You don't owe anyone the responsibility or duty to fix them. You don't have the you don't owe anyone the duty to attend to their emotional needs. The only responsibility you have is to fix your own self. Now, look inward. Identify and examine yourself. Identify where the problem arose from. what the issue is, and learn to fix yourself by yourself, within yourself. The next thing you have to do is you have to stop controlling people's perspective about you. You have to source your validation from within you, not don't seek for external validation. Let your validation come from within you. Know that you are deserving, you are worthy, you are a woman of caliber. Know that yourself. You don't need to prove to anyone. You don't need to show anyone. As a woman, just do your thing. Live your life. You don't need to show anyone I'm a worthy woman. I'm a woman of substance. I'm a hardworking woman. I'm a perfect woman. I'm this woman, I'm that woman. You don't need to show it to anyone. You don't need to prove to anyone. No, you don't need to prove to anyone. Let them see it through you. And you don't need anyone to tell you that. Know yourself that, yes, I am what I call myself. I am. You know what? You know when people say she's whatever she calls herself. What do you call yourself? You know when people say she's whatever she calls herself. What do you really call yourself? People say because they believe that if you say you are queen, yes you are. You yourself, tell yourself I'm whatever I call myself. I'm a queen. I'm worthy. I am loved. I am deserving. Like have the validation from within that no baby girl, I'm not small. I have to speak this. I have to speak Yoruba. You okay, no aye? Tell yourself, say, you okay, no aye, say, I'm a big woman that no one can mess with, and I don't need to prove that to you. Just live your life. Don't try to prove anything to anyone to be loved, to be respected, or to be cherished. No, you don't have to prove anything to anyone, and don't even try to control anyone's perspective about you. If they think you're a bad person, so be it. You can never be good to everyone. You have to just try to be a kind person, deal with people rightly, be a kind person, give compassion when you need to give compassion. Don't be overly nice. Don't do anything to your own abandonment. Don't do anything that will inconvenience you. Give what you know that if I give this thing to you, I will not even be expecting you to give anything back to me in return. Whatever that will put you in discomfort, whatever that will sap your energy, don't give it. Give only what you are able to, what you are afford to give without losing yourself. That's it. Learn to just relax. Now, this is the time to unlock your inner child. Go back to the days when you were still a child, before the family dramatics and everything, all the dynamics started. When you were still a baby, maybe when you were at 1, 2, 3, that you didn't have to do anything for anyone to be loved. You didn't have to prove anything to anyone. You're just a baby that was eating, sleeping, waking, doing a life. You didn't have to prove anything to anyone. You're just living your life. Go back to that time. Unlock, awaken your inner child. Just do your thing. That business that you are running, I'm rooting for you. Just build a successful empire for yourself. To have options, to be able to give yourself soft life, not to prove to anyone that I can do it, not to prove to anyone that, yeah, if you see me doing this business, you should know that you should be able to find me worthy. No, run the business, make the money, pursue the career, back the achievements and all of that, for you to have options, for you to have soft life, for you to even feel good with yourself. Do it for yourself, not for anyone. Build the business, build the empire for you to have options and be able to give your family options. To give them, for you to be able to give yourself soft life and be able to give your family soft life. For you to be able to live your dream life and be able to give your family dream life that you want to give to them without losing yourself. Do everything for yourself, not to prove anything to anyone, not to gain any approval from anyone, not to gain any validation from anyone. Do everything for your own self. Try. Healing is not easy. You know, I've tasted healing. I have tasted, what do they call it? I've tasted trauma. I've tasted healing. I have tasted, I have tasted staying stuck. Trauma is hard. Healing is harder. But staying stuck, it, it is the hardest. So you don't want to stay stuck. And you don't want to still continue to live and wallow in your trauma. So you have to keep healing. It may take time, but you will certainly get there. We will certainly get there. You can reclaim your feminine energy. You can also be loved without having to prove anything, without having to do anything. You can receive the soft love without having to prove anything, without having to do anything, but just being you, doing your life, living your purpose, living your dream, working on your dreams, without having to prove anything to anyone, just doing your life, focusing on yourself, facing your own life. And the right person will come, the right love will come, the soft love will come, and be open to receiving. Don't try to shoulder everything yourself. You know, when before, until I started trying to reclaim my energy, if I'm carrying something and someone offers to help, I'll just say, don't bother, thank you very much. If I need something from a friend, I will just be like, no, I don't want anyone to look at me that okay, I'm asking anything from them. I don't want to be a bother to anyone. But now, if I'm carrying water and a guy wants to help me to carry it all the way to my place, thank you very much. I will be open to it. Thank you very much. If I'm carrying anything and someone wants to help me to take it to wherever I'm going, I will be open to that. Thank you very much. If anyone offers any help, I'll be open to, though there are some help that I will selectively, if it's going to put some obligation on me, I will just be like, I look into, okay, what I should accept, what else I should receive, what I should not receive. But little things are okay. Let me help you carry this. Let me help you do this. Let me help you do that. I'm always open to them, and that's where it starts. Start from being open to receiving. When people want to help you, let them help you. When people want to give to you, let them give to you. Yeah, let them give to you. That guy that's always in your DM, let me send money to you, and you're always doing independent woman. So I did make a independent woman this life. And you're always doing independent woman. Maybe this time you just have to be like, okay, send it. He wants to send, let him send it. He wants to send. You will just know that I have nothing to give to you. I'm not even going to give anything to you. If you want to send anything, come on, send it. No problem. That's it. Just start from examining your family dynamics to understand where the problem came from. Learn to forgive. Let go of all resentment. Start to reclaim your energy. Set boundaries. Love yourself. Pour back into yourself. Learn to say no when you need to say no. Yes when you want to say yes. And start being open to receiving. Receive. And source your validation from within. Let your validation come. Let the validation you seek from come from within you. Let it come from within you. Don't seek your validation from any external source. Yeah. And if you're able to do those things, integrate all of these, little by little, you will fully reclaim your feminine energy. It's not a day job. It's not something that you're going to act in a month. You continue practice makes perfection. You continue to take action, and don't be too hard on yourself. Some days you just be like, maybe I should just go back because you even feel guilty for doing something. But don't be too hard on yourself. Pause when you need to pause, but don't stay stuck. Continue to heal, and you will fully get there one day. As usual, on this journey of healing, I am rooting for you. On this journey of becoming, I'm super rooting for you. The next time that we'll meet again. Ta-ta!